First leg, Dave to throw first. Game on!
Dan, it's great to be back on the European Tour on a Saturday afternoon. Time for the heavy hitters to start hitting that 60 with regularity.
Welcome
back, Dave. We've missed you.
Start as you mean to go on, Dave Chisnall. Looking to pick himself up after a very disappointing couple of weeks. It was tame in Austria last weekend. He was beaten in the first round by Cody Harris in the World Series finals. His awesome series was, for Chizzy, a disappointment. One last 16, everything else was first, second or third round. Nothing special, and haven't seen him go over 100 average 55 since the summer series, which for Chizzy is unlike him.
It is, and you just wonder if that defeat in the final to Ryan Joyce maybe has affected him a little bit. He did have missed championship darts there, so maybe a bit of damage control over the next 4 weeks or so.
100. Dave, you require 138.
Well, he is the number 5 seed. It's not a crisis for Dave Chisnall by any means. He just hasn't played very well for a bit. And with Chizzy as one of the heaviest scorers this game has ever seen, you get the feeling it's only a matter of time before things start to turn again for him.
Dave, you require 40.
Talking to Dave earlier, he didn't look fazed by anything.
Game shot in the first leg.
Judging by that first leg,
second leg, Lukas to throw
on the
first.
stage as well. Good sign for Dave, because yesterday, Dan, when Lukas was playing against Cody Harris, funnily enough, I said Dave is going to have to
43.
realise that this guy is threatening when it comes to this game. He played some very good stuff early in the match. He came up against a very unusual situation with some numbers, where he went for possibly the wrong shot. But it was the stuff before that that impressed me. But he's never been here before. He's never been in the second round.
No, well, I mean, presumably, 86. I don't know how Lukas will be feeling about this. I would think he thinks this is just a free roll. Look, I've turned up, I qualified, I've won a game. This is as much as I could expect. I get to have a crack at a multiple major finalist and a guy who's won, I think it's 15 ranking titles in PDC darts now. Nobody's expecting Lukas Wenig to win this, so he can just go up there and play with no fear. Shouldn't be afraid of anything. Das bicep, look at the size of it.
His rhythm today looks a lot better, and of course when you have won in this building before, that will automatically make you feel good about returning to it.
46. Dave, you require 140.
Well, he's making all the running in the early stages here, Chizzy.
78.
Well, the darts are going in with purpose. There's no wobbling going on. There's no fishtailing in the air, by the looks of it. And the proximity to the 60 today for Lukas has not been good so far. He's got to find it very soon,
Dave,
otherwise this could
62.
be very comfortable for Chizzy.
Well, I think Wenig is already starting to panic.
46.
Because he's left himself a bogey number there by hitting 3 straight 20s. You saw our spotter see him look down the board and went down. But then he's gone back up to the 20s and left 166, a bogey number. He's not thinking as clearly as he did yesterday.
Dave, you requires 16.
Two nil for
second leg. Dave Chisnall. Third leg, Dave to throw first.
In less than 30 darts, which is very encouraging. He is someone who can play very well short format and long format. But this is the format that they all play all the time. Best of 11. The intricacies of this format, Dan, you mentioned something yesterday about leg 9. That's the crunch leg in a close game, isn't it?
It often is. It's
100.
You hold and you know you're going to get a chance to serve it out for the match, but if you're broken and they get to serve it out, it's so often the crucial leg, that 9th leg. But here, I'm not sure the way this has started. Lukas Wenig is going to see leg 9. We shall see. We've already seen one incredible comeback from a German player this weekend. Nico Kurz, an astonishing 5 legs on the spin against a man averaging a ton to beat Jason Lowe 6-4 yesterday.
It'll be fascinating to see how Nico Kurz adapts to James Wade last game tonight, because he's the one who was affected by the change of the schedule. This is better from Lukas. Might be too late though.
14 segment, quick look at the scores. Don't think he's going to chance it on the 16s. That's the ball.
83.
Well, yesterday we saw Jeff Smith having a lot of success on the bullseye. Not for Dave there, and nothing for Lukas to get him to the outer ring. But this is where you find out where Dave has been hitting it on the practice board. He's going for tops. That will make him feel very, very good. That situation could have been very different if he'd have missed that and Lukas had got the 97 and then back into the game. But as it stands, Dave is perfect so far when it comes to visits and the doubles with them.
39.
Yeah, always, I would imagine, a little bit of trepidation when you're taking on somebody you've never faced before. It's one of the weird things with darts players. They always seem to think, oh, I'd rather be playing Peter Wright. I know he's world champion, but I know what he's like, rather than just some bloke who's come through a qualifier. I don't know what he's like. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me, but it's an opinion you hear all the time from darts players.
They're a fickle bunch.
You don't mind who you're playing as long as you beated him.
You don't mind who you're playing if you're playing well.
Yes. And Dave Chisnall, which is good to see, is playing well. This is the best we've seen from Chizzy since the summer series. And a huge improvement from his appearance in Salzburg last weekend.
First dart's good. Second dart's good.
140.
Third dart wasn't bad either, but that first 9 at 126, very, very healthy. But we have seen him go even higher than that. In Saarbrücken last year, he had a match
60.
Where his first 9 average was 139.
88.
Yeah, astonishing. Double 14. Double 7. Lukas Wenig is being taken to Das Cleaners by Dave Chisnall. The best leg of the match. It's another breaker throw. I was worried Lukas Wenig might not see leg 9. He might not see leg 7 at this rate.
That was almost a 3-dart checkout from Dave. Like he wanted to go single 14 for double 7.
Big 14, double 7. That's the way you take out 28.
Keeps up that streak of not missing a double when he gets there in that visit.
Yeah, Rod Harrington, always a big fan of that. Don't worry about the percentage. It's about the percentage of visits where you get darts at a double and whether you take it out. You might get 1 dart at a double, you might get all 3, but as long as it goes, doesn't matter. Completely agree, because in that regard, 33% on your doubles is just as good as 100% on your doubles, potentially, come the end of the match, because you're not offering up any more opportunities to your opponent.
60.
You could easily win a game 6-0 and have 6 doubles out of 18.
Yeah.
So there you go. If you have a game where it's 6 out of 6, which is something that Michael Smith did in Graz a couple of years ago, that's all well and good, and it's great as a statistician. But as a player, if you're not giving those chances to your opponent, it makes you feel just as good.
Chizzy fan in the crowd, you saw there. You just see him over or under Dave Chisnall's right arm, which is doing a lot of good work this afternoon.
He is very popular around the world.
Oh, of course he is.
Australia, hugely popular.
43.
And in Germany,
require 8.
very popular, not just because of who he is, but he does walk out to a German song as well.
Yes. Double 2. There we go. Dave Chisnall continues this spell of getting darts at a double and taking them out in that visit. Maybe not first dart, but it's enough right now, and it is more than enough to see off Lukas Wenig, who is averaging around the 80 mark. Dave Chisnall is on for the highest average we've seen this weekend. He's at 107 right now. 50% on doubles, world class.
Well, he's playing like he's got a reservation at the very famous Hildesheim Steakhouse, just down the street.
The winner of this will be the first man through to the final day, and they will face either Dragutin Horvat, who was very impressive yesterday, another German player, one of the Fantastischen Fünf, who made it through round one, or Nathan Aspinall.
I'm looking forward to that game.
Yeah.
I'm sure that Aspinall will be aware just how well Dragutin has been playing the last few months. If he doesn't, someone's going to have to tell him.
Well, Nathan loves playing in front of a crowd. He relished the opportunity last weekend with the return of fans at the World Series finals and playing in front of a potentially not hostile, but a crowd that will be supporting the other guy. That might fire him up, and you often see certainly an entertaining game. It's always entertaining when Nathan Aspinall gets on stage nowadays. Has been for a couple of years. What a way to seal it this would be. He's not going to do that. Lukas Wenig is going to get potentially his first dart at double, but he needs to find one treble and stay straight with the other dart.
Well, if he doesn't get this, he's going to be out. Double top to stay alive.
87.
That'll be the last dart he throws, because we know what is happening with Dave's outer ring action today. This is going to be hit.
It is hit. It's another 13 darter, and that is a spectacular start to day 2 of the German Darts Championship. Lukas Wenig